Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. The first thing we got is a continuation of what I talked about yesterday. So I mentioned some guy who made a video talking about raw supplements in a negative way, didn't like their products. And basically all of the owners and guys who are sponsored by the company responded to that video in a pretty aggressive manner. So I asked you guys to send me this reel if you caught it. And this morning I woke up and there was like 50 message requests. I was like, am I the new Stefan Kinsel? But sadly no, it was all just messages of this reel. And I'm gonna play it to you guys. Actually, I'm gonna play it, but here it is. You can see right here. This is this guy right here who talked about it, and basically he just didn't like the products, he didn't like the quality after the rebranding, and Dom deleted all of his comments. You can see the other comments, for example, Matt Jansen here talking as well. Then you have this top comment right here saying the fact that this triggered everyone from the company is so funny. I don't know how to feel about this, whether they are so passionate about what they do that they feel the need to defend it, or that their egos are fragile. I don't know. But this actually ended up in an article because, I mean, Raw is a huge company, arguably, probably, I don't know, second biggest in the world right now. And these guys are acting like children, basically. Not a good look for Raw right now. So here is a part of this article. So they say Aiden Ortiz posted a 40-second video on July 7th saying that Raw Nutrition rebrand looked like a boring corporate slop and that he hasn't liked their release since ESN bought the brand. He's a small creator, blah, blah, not a threat, just a guy with an opinion. Then all hell broke loose. After scanning the comments, it seemed like there was a company-wide email telling everyone to defend the rebrand. And while they had all the time in the world to argue with Aiden, they didn't bother to respond to a former employee. The CEO, one of the co-founders, Matt Jansen, and even the creative director started chirping after this 40-second clip. Now, again, most of the comments have been deleted by now, but here is one comment from Dom. So he says, incredible. Someone speaking on a subject they don't know nothing about. We haven't changed one formula, and yes, we are changing our packaging due to retail presence and being more unified on a shelf. What's worse is someone talking smack. I'm not going to use the cuss word right here, and he used it, yeah, when they're clearly sponsored by our competitors. I'm 100% certain that Seth Feroci and somebody else, he tags probably somebody from the Action Sledge, would never tolerate someone representing their brand and speaking like this about the others. Sad story, man. As long as I'm with this brand, the products will always be 100% quality, blah, blah. And apparently this guy replied in the comments and said that he wasn't really sponsored by Action Sledge. I think he's just going from one brand to another, testing them out. I don't think he's really sponsored by any brands. And I mean, Dom here tagging Seth like this, like, here's your guy doing this, punish him, please. You know, that looks pretty unprofessional. Bad look for Raw right now. I don't know what to say, guys. Whatever you think about this whole chaos, tell me down below in the comments. Alright guys, the next thing we got for today is an update by James Hollingshead, a quick one. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but basically, as you guys know, James is competing at the China Pro on July 26th, so we are 2 weeks out of this show at this point, and this is what James looks like right now. Honestly, guys, if I was him at this point, I would be kind of worried that I'm losing the fullness a little bit. Because this guy can lose so much size very quickly, and here, to me, he looks kind of flat. Now, this could be just bad lighting, bad angle. He has no pump in the upper body, as he says. This is actually pre-legs. No pump in the lower body neither, but still, I don't know. I'm not happy with this look right here. He might be digging a little bit deeper to get better condition, but he should be careful. Because his body is known for just disappearing like that, you know. He made a mistake before so many times, and maybe now he wants to get a little bit sharper, a little bit better, and he can just mess things up. So I don't think he should do any of that. He was perfect at the last show he did, and that's exactly what he needs to bring at the next show. However, at his next show, there very, very possibly will be Behrouz Tabani. Beyond the Stage TV Instagram page shared that somebody from Behrouz's team said that they have no issues getting in China. It's not official yet, but there should be no problem with that. And this is what Behrouz looks like right now. Man, what the hell is going on here? Look at this freaking physique. This is insane. This is so crazy, man. It's so crazy. If this guy continues progressing and actually is able to travel, he's going to be winning the Mr. Olympia or placing in the top 3 in the next couple of years or next year, man. He needs a little bit more size, especially in the legs and just overall, a little bit more just overall size, and that's it. His shape is so insane. He has that Persian dryness and hardness that only Persians have. You guys probably know that. I mean, I've seen that so many times at the IBB World Championships. There is a lot of guys from Iran. They all have this super hard, desert dry look. And Hadi has it in the chest, in the abs, in the quads, not so much in the shoulders and the arms. You guys know why that is, and also in the back. But like here you can see on Behrouz in the chest, in the shoulders, in the arms as well, in the abs. I mean, overall, this guy is just so hard. His skin is so thin. And this shape, man, these proportions, these freaking huge arms and huge lats and small waist and just the overall symmetry and balance and proportions are insane. This physique is so crazy. If he gets to China, he's winning that show, man. He's winning that show. James Hollingshead cannot go against this guy. But if he pushes him, if he gives him a run for his money, places second, like he did to Jordan, that would be a good success as well, because this guy, again, he's a potential Mr. Olympia or like a top 3 Olympian in the next year, 2, maybe 3. So I don't see James beating him because he's just out of this world, man. He's going to have bigger legs, but that upper body, that conditioning as well, you know he's going to have shredded glutes as well and hamstrings and everything. It just has the quality, man. It has the quality and the shape and the size. It's insane what this guy looks like right now. Next up, we got a quick update by Joan Pradells at 40 days out of Austria. That's right, the Austria Open show. And look at the difference from last year to now. From what I'm seeing, the lighting is better, for sure. I don't really see any changes to the physique, but apparently he's overall bigger. He's 132 kilos and basically the same condition. So he definitely made some progress. He grew, obviously. If this is accurate, if he's actually 11 kilos heavier, then yeah, the conditioning is pretty much the same. The lighting is better on the front and the right, so I wouldn't say the conditioning is better, but he's bigger, he's heavier, apparently. He doesn't look changed, the physique, too much, but it's the same proportions, just bigger, heavier. He's going to take more space on that stage. But last year, the conditioning was a big issue. He was very soft from the back and in the glutes, and that's probably going to be the case this year as well. But he did put on some size, and even last year with that condition, he was placing second at so many shows. So this year, with more size, he might just win a show. It's very possible. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. All right, the next physique update we got is one from Ramon Dino. And man, this actually looks really freaking impressive. He doesn't need to speak a word in English. He's going to win the Mr. Olympia. Very likely. Very likely. I mean, I don't know. Mike Sommerfeld is very good right now, but yeah, like I said before, guys, Ramon was pretty much stage ready the entire year, basically. But he didn't have that hardness, that fullness and roundness. So my guess was that he was probably on a cruise dose, maybe a little bit more than TRT, just maintaining his condition and whatever size he had without really doing anything more drastic because he doesn't need to. He won't be on the stage anytime soon. But now that Mr. Olympia is approaching, I think he started sprinkling a couple of things on top of his TRT or cruise dose because he's definitely getting harder and more impressive right here. This back actually looks very good. And it's interesting that he posted a back shot because, in my opinion, he lost the back shot to Mike Sommerfeld. He has a weaker back, a more shallow back than Mike. You can argue whether his shape is nicer because his waist is smaller, But as far as the depth of the back and the development, Mike is definitely far better. Tyler Manning didn't see it that way. He felt like Ramon won the back shot. I don't think there's any truth in that. But yeah, it seems like Ramon, I don't know if he progressed the back, but now that he's hardening up, this is actually looking better. So as you can see, he's definitely harder, more impressive overall. I don't want to use the word freakier because he's a classic guy, but yeah, definitely much better than the last time we saw him, like the Pittsburgh Pro guest posing. So he's progressing, maybe getting harder and bigger. But as far as the body fat percent, he's almost there. I mean, he's not ready, but he's like 2 weeks out. If he just took a diuretic and dieted for a week, he would be ready, basically. So he's very close to stage condition, and he's getting harder and just overall better, more impressive. Whatever you guys think about this, and do you think he's going to win the Mr. Olympia? Tell me down below in the comments. All right, then lastly, we got a physique update by Nick Walker. Now, in my previous video, I talked about Hadi, and I was just so impressed with his size and Hadi's upper body, and I said some things that I may have not really thought them through, and you guys noticed that. I said that Hadi is freakier in the shoulders and arms area than all the top 5 Olympians, including Nick Walker. Now, when it comes to arms and biceps, nobody has peakier biceps and probably triceps as well, probably in the history of the sport, man, than Nick Walker. So I definitely don't think that. I said that, but I was really thinking about maybe the way Hadi's arms look in the side chest right now in the off season. As far as shoulders, sure. I mean, Hadi has like 2 canisters of oil in his delts, so yeah. I mean, his delts are definitely very pointy and popping, so he's definitely popping in the delts way more than Nick. But as far as the arms, no. Nobody has this kind of height in the biceps like Nick does right here. This is out of this world, man. This is insane. Now, this photo was posted by his coach. Nick posted a couple of other shots from the same spot, and it's very nice of Nick, very generous that he actually let his coach post his best shot, his most notorious shot, abs, actually front double bicep. So here you can see his biceps looking absolutely insane. And overall, man, I'm just thinking he looks very lean, very, very lean for this point in prep. And I mean, I don't know if I would say he's flatter, but for the conditioning he is in, he might be pushing the conditioning right now. He might look a little bit flatter than usual. Here is a shot that he posted, a side chest pose. And man, this one is looking crazy. Honestly, from what I'm seeing right here, it seems like this is shaping up like this might end up being Nick's best conditioning of his whole career. And his best conditioning up to date was the 2023 Arnold Classic, where he lost to Samson Dawara because his legs were flat, because he over-dieted them back then with Matt Jensen. So, and you guys know that Nick Walker is a freak for condition. He always wants to be as conditioned as possible, and he loves being conditioned, and he gets conditioned very easily, but it's very important that he tracks the fullness at the same time, because when he loses the fullness, it doesn't look very good. His frame doesn't look very good. He needs to be super full and lean enough. Lean, not super diced, but just lean. And this right here is looking like he's super shredded, and it looks like he has some fullness. Honestly, this looks more like a good pump to me in the chest and in the shoulders, but we'll see on the stage if he actually did maybe ruin some of that fullness chasing the condition. That's kind of what it seems like to me in some of the other shots. Here you can see like his side triceps, so his stomach never looked this flat, man. He definitely flattened that midsection quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure the only way he can do that is by maybe downsizing a little. Maybe by going for that more of a streamlined look. But that side leg and the hamstring glute tying and the glute striation and the leg cuts, everything looks so lean. I mean, the upper body as well, the details in the shoulder. This is kind of, I would say, unusual for Nick. I don't know if I saw him looking this plastic at any point in prep. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be Nick's best conditioning, full time possibly. I'm just not sure what his fullness will look like. And overall, will this package be good enough to Well, he's going to win Tampa Pro, no doubt about that, but he's going to be competitive for the Mr. Olympia stage. But it's actually very good they're doing another show before the Mr. Olympia. So if this actually ends up being the mistake, they can possibly correct it for the Mr. Olympia. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe this is actually going to be very, very good, Nick. 100% peak, Nick. Whatever you guys think about this, tell me down below in the comment section. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you soon, guys. All the best and bye-bye.